Maybe we have it now. Possibly. Yep, okay. So, sorry for the little bit of confusion. We have a little bit of technical difficulties, and anyone that follows me on Facebook, Instagram, any of those outlets, technical problems do happen. But we're not here to talk about the computers today, unfortunately. We are here to get spiritual guidance and find out what makes you happy. Now, before we can get into you, let me tell you my story. In 2011, I'm 28 years old, right? So I have an autistic daughter, and what happens? I have a stroke. I'm 28 years old. So we go 2 weeks later, go in to have brain surgery, have a second stroke that leaves me pretty much halfway paralyzed, unable to speak in English, and I am diagnosed with something called foreign accent syndrome. It's an interesting topic. We'll get into that sometime later if you want to. But at the same time, I fell into this deep depression because why? My entire life changed. I went from being a manager at a restaurant, doesn't matter what the restaurant is or anything else, a shift supervisor. I was living my life. I was doing what I thought I wanted to do because that's what people told me I should be doing. I should be working here. I should be doing that. I should be doing this. I should be doing whatever these people around me said I should be doing. And I was following their path. But the universe has a way of doing this crazy thing that says, no, this isn't your path. And I'm going to give you a roadblock that you can't get around unless you take the path I want you to be on. That's what the universe does. And I'm so thankful for it because it led me to probably the worst decision in my entire life was getting married to my second husband. But it opened up doors for me. Why? I created a book. Well, what does the book do? It brings me out of my shell. The third book, I go out to Nevada, Las Vegas, and start a pop-up podcast. What did that lead into? Radio. What did the radio show do? It opened me up to this wonderful mentor that I'm very good friends with now, him and his network. And after I got off the show with him, his name's Antonio T. Smith. He's also an author, motivational speaker, and someone that I really gravitate to. He asked me, what's holding me back? He was talking to me for 30 minutes in this interview. And you can go back and listen to it on YouTube or Spotify or anywhere else that you can find this interview from 4 or 5 years ago. But after the show was, what is holding your back? Why are you holding yourself back? And he didn't know me at all. 30 minutes, he didn't know me. And I would never say this, but I was a little irritated because what does the stranger know? He doesn't know me, right? But that challenged me to sit back and go, wait, why am I offended by that comment? Because the only one that can really hold me back is myself, right? Well, that's right and wrong. You allow the people around you to tell you what you should be doing, what you think you should be doing. And we go through this every day. And we think we're on the right path. Our parents say, you have to be doctor, lawyer, pediatrician, veterinarian, have an income of $50,000 a year, have to have the white picket fence house, you have to have all these things that you may or may not want in your life. Who knows, you may want that little tiny house that's 200 square foot in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing wrong with that. You may want to live in a condo or an apartment or whatever in New York City. That may be your dream, your vision. No one can say what your dream or your vision is but you. But first, you have to find out what makes you happy. So I started with these books, and they just came out this year. So grateful for the first three books. It's taken me almost 2 years to write, in between everything else I do. And it's called the Are You Happy series. Now, why? One, I will be there to help you if you come to me and say, hey, I need coaching. I need to talk this out. I need this. And I'm here. Use me. I'm here. That's what I'm for. But at the same time, what makes you happy? Until you question yourself, you're not going to have the mindset to grow. You're going to listen to and divert to the people around you. Why? That's what we're told. We have to keep up with the Joneses. We have to keep up with the celebrities we see. We have to keep up with A, B, and C that, yeah, it looks really good on TV, but isn't actual life. Do you want the six-figure lifestyle? Great. What are you doing to achieve it? Are you doing something you're passionate about? One, every person out there that's making the six-figure income is doing something that they love. Why? They have it in their plan, in their mindset, that that is what they want to do. It makes them happy. Now, you have the celebrities out there that do it because it's money and they have to do it because that's what everyone around them expects from them. But at the same time, you actually have those that do what they do because it makes them happy. They take their money and they invest it back into the community because helping others makes them happy. It makes them fulfilled. Now, we go back to the you, your individual self. What is making you happy? You have to ask, what belief systems do I have that are imposed on me that don't necessarily make me happy, that I want to change, but I don't know how? Well, once you figure out what those belief systems are that you want to change, now we're taking the first step to changing. And this is all wonderful, wonderful times because once you think you can change, you actually can. You tell yourself, I can do this. I can change. I want to change this about me. Well, what is this? Let's take something very, very simple. I want to have income and not live paycheck to paycheck. That is the American dream, right? Right there. You want to have financial freedom. That's what it boils down to. What steps are you doing to get there? Are you going and taking the money you earn every paycheck, and when the weekend comes, after paying bills, paying your gas for your vehicle to get back and forth, are you taking the rest of the money that you have to invest it in the future? Or are you taking every cent you have to party? That's one. Two, what does your residual income look like? Do you have a residual income? Do you know what a residual income is? This could be stocks. This could be MLM. This could be crypto. It could be anything under the sun. Do you have a residual income? Authors know residual incomes. Musicians know residual income. This is really, really easy for us to get into. If you don't understand residual income, talk to any author out there that's making money. It doesn't matter if they're making $5 a month or $1,500 a month. We understand residual income. So talk to us. We'll explain it to you. But at the same time, do you want that residual income? Will that make you happy? Okay, well, maybe your version of happiness is finding someone that will love you. Okay, great. You have an idea of what you want. Well, do you really? Because first, to love someone, you have to love yourself. I can tell you right now, 2011, 2012 to 2018, I didn't love myself. I had no idea what love was because I couldn't love me. And if I can't love me, how do I expect those around me to love me? I changed. Why? Because I had a wonderful, wonderful mentor that puts out social media uh, live videos every day, every week, and as much as he can. He has a wonderful program that he put me onto. I have someone that's telling me to look at myself. And it works because once you are honest with yourself and you can then love yourself, now you can find the love you're looking for. You will attract what you put out. Now, I'll say that again. You attract what you put out. If you love yourself, you will attract love. If you want to have a successful career, you work toward the career and you will find doors that will open to advance that career. Now, it could be doing a radio show, it could be doing a podcast, it could be writing, it could be whatever you're passionate about. Once you start working that, now the doors open for you. And it looks really, really easy when you're an outsider looking in. It's not easy when you're the person working toward the goal, but it is easier than working against the grain. What do I mean? It means if you're actually working towards your goal, instead of saying, I just want this and I think everything should come to me easily, it's never going to come to you and you're going to struggle to get it. I want a publishing company that has 200 authors as a goal. What am I doing to achieve that goal? I want to be CEO of a Forbes 500 company. What steps am I doing to be the CEO of that company? No matter what the goal is, you have to work towards it. You can't expect it to just fall into your lap. Now, if you look into the video, you'll see I actually have a link that goes to my book and link. In that link is my actual website because Facebook does not like my website. Why? I don't know. It says it's spam. Please, please, please. If someone could tell Facebook it's not spam, it's actually a working business site. But hey, we'll do what we can. I go through this with you. It's not about what I want for you. I can want a lot for my clients. I can see potential in them that they don't see themselves. But if they don't do the work, they don't see the results. If you don't want to change, you're not going to hear the message being said to you. You have to want it. You have to want to change. You have to want to grow. Once you figure out your why, now you can overcome any challenge that is before you. My challenge was relearning to walk, talk, and act as a human being again. As you can see, I can talk. If you follow me on different social medias, you'll know I walk pretty well sometimes. Sometimes I trip and fall, but hey, that's all part of being human, right? But at the same time, I'm doing what I love because I love it. I have learned that no obstacle, no matter what it is if it's financial, if it's a personal issue, whatever the problem is, I can overcome it. I've overcome overcame having 2 strokes. I have overcame being in an abusive relationship. I have overcame a lot of different things in my past. Why? Because I chose to. I don't sit back and say, oh, I'm a victim. I was a victim of that circumstance. Well, in that circumstance. Once you change the circumstance, you are no longer a victim. You are a survivor. Once you go into survivor, now you change your mindset. Now you're looking at critical thinking, no matter what it is, and you can overcome it. Okay, so I'm broke. I don't have money. I'm getting ready to lose the house I rent, the apartment I rent, whatever it is. Okay, how many hours a day do you work? How many hours a day do you sleep? And what is left? Do you have enough hours in the day to pick up a job, part-time job, 5 hours a day, doing something you necessarily don't like, but you need to do in order to get your bills caught up? Do this for 2, 3, 4 months. Now, you don't have to stay there. It's never about staying there. Get your bills caught up. Once you have your bills caught up, now let's look at your spending habits. Are you spending things needlessly? Do you need to go to Gucci and Versailles and Versace and Calvin Klein and all these name brands to get your clothes? Or can you go to Burlington or Ross Dress for Less or another clothing store, find very similar items, if not the same thing, for a reasonable price? Can you go to Walmart, buy an off-brand thing instead of buying the name brand? What is your spending habits? Are you spending your money on other things you don't need? Do you need that 6-pack of whatever this weekend? Do you need to go to the club this weekend? Do you need to do whatever you're spending the money on? Or can you say, that was great when I was 16, 18 years old. I'm an adult now. I need to get real and take care of my bills first. But you also have to have time for fun for you. Why? Because you have to pay yourself. Your time is valuable. How you spend that time is up to you. Personally, I don't do anything as a hobby unless it makes me money or makes me happy. If I'm horseback riding, I'm doing it because I want to relax. If I'm doing archery, I'm probably doing it more for the sport and for the exercise that's involved than it is for anything else. Now, you do get me in front of 3,000 people, and it's actually a live event at a convention center or something else. I'm not going to be sitting in a chair. I'm going to be up and moving and talking to you directly to find out what's going on in that room, because I want to know what you need help on. You're not there to hear me. You're not here to hear me say, oh, I need help. I need help. No, I'm here to help you. It's all about you, because that is what makes a great mentor and coach. We're here to listen. We're here to talk. And we're here to help you. Now I am putting the link to my booking link back into the comment section. And if anyone takes the M.L.Ruscsak you put a .com at the end of that, that is actually my website. And you can go through that as you want to. Now here's a really cool thing. This isn't the only thing I do. I have Money Matters on there. I have affiliate programs that I belong to that help generate extra income, residual income for me. It's there. Go for it. Some of it is free to join. Hey, we all love free money, right? Some things you have to pay or invest into to get the money back. The things I post, if I invested money back, I've already made it back. I've made it back within 30 days. That is a great investment. Now it's all profit for me. I will teach you and I will show you how to do this. I have companies on my website that I run. They're my companies. I own them. You can invest in them. If you're an author, I'm there. You don't have to publish with me. I gladly read your work, but you don't have to. I'll still mentor you. I'll still talk you through publishing do's and don'ts. I will still be here to hold your hand to the next level because that's me. But I also work on advisory boards. So if you're coming to me with a business question, I may not know the actual answer. However, I'm one of these people that will research the heck out of it and find out what the answer is. Or I will go through my network and find you a connection that will find you the answer if I don't have time. And when I say I don't have time, it means I have clients, I have a book to write, I have a company to run, I have advisory board meetings, I have actual board meetings, or I have other things going on that I just don't have enough hours in the day to research the topic that you come to me with. I will help you, but I might help you by outsourcing to a person that's better suited to your needs. I'm here, I'm around, and please talk to me. I'm here. I'm probably one of the easiest people to talk to because I talk to companies every day. If you go on to my podcast, you would know I do B2B advertising. Why? I have great network. I have customers and clients that need things. Well, what do they need? I don't know what they need, but I can give you all these resources and they can figure out what it is they're needing. It could be a onboarding for the company. It could be another coach. It could be an advisory board member. It could be anything. This is what I do every day. But everything I do is to help people like you find out what makes you happy. What do you need? Do you need that second income, third income, fourth income? Do you need a residual income? Do you need to learn what crypto is? Do you need, tell me what you need. Tell me what makes you happy. And we'll see what we can do to work together because this is what community is for working together. Now, again, I'm sorry I was a little late to posting this, but again, it's technology, and I had a meeting canceled today because why? They're over in Qatar, depending on what country you're from, is how it's pronounced, and their internet's out, so we couldn't have our meeting. No worries, we'll reschedule it for a later date. I have meetings later this month that will be in meetings from advisory boards. Great, as long as the computer's here. At the same time, I still have hours in the day where I can reach out to people like you and find out what you need to be happy. I know what makes me happy. I make me happy every day. I don't do anything under the sun that doesn't make me happy. And that is a wonderful feeling because now I don't work. Do I do things that make money? Yeah, I make money, but I don't work. What's the definition of work? Doing something just for making money. When you do a job that you love, you're no longer working. You're actually just having fun and making a profit. So come talk to me, book an appointment, or message me. I'm always around. And have a blessed day. And please ask yourself, are you happy.